earnings week with over 1,000 companies reporting. And in that group are the retailers. So which retailers should you be paying attention to now? We're kind of at an inflection point in the retail industry. We're past the initial boost off the pandemic, and now a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen next with the retailers. So I brought 5 of the top names you should be watching this week. Let's dive right in. The first one out of the gate is Home Depot. It's always been a juggernaut, even before the pandemic, as you can see, only has that one earnings miss there during the pandemic in that first quarter of the pandemic. And then it kept meeting or beating. And those shares off to the races as everybody was remodeling their homes. But then around the middle of the summer there, you can see, as I move this over here, you can see it kind of stalled out here like a lot of big cap stocks have been doing, and everybody's just kind of waiting to see what happens after the pandemic. But I'm expecting yet another good quarter from Home Depot because from what we've seen, everybody is still home remodeling. So this is going to be one to watch. Also, as we head into spring is their big season for these Home Depot and Lowe's. So this is when things really going to pick up for them. Then we're going to switch it over to footwear. Crocs. Crocs has been on fire, as you can see. It too has put together a pretty good track record. Just had that one big miss there right when the pandemic started. But otherwise, the last miss all the way back in 2018, Crocs have been back in favor. And footwear usually does well coming out of either recessions or rocky periods because they're relatively cheap to buy footwear, and it's something that can change up the look and the outfit without having to spend a lot of money. So Crocs is hitting that sweet spot, and the shares back up there into 5-year highs. Now they're trading around 22 times forward earnings here. Is that too hot to handle? I don't know, but we're going to see if they're keeping, this red hot track record here into 2021. Then we're going to switch over to apparel. Now, apparel has been the most dicey of the areas. Nobody needs apparel, and we didn't need it during the pandemic, really. And also, TJX companies, TJX, doesn't have a lot of online sales. They actually own, several different brands, including that home brand, and that one has no online sales. So their stores were closed and then reopening, then restrictions, but they're doing curbside pickup, other things that are helping, and these shares have busted out once again to 5-year highs. Never can count out TJX companies. Now, they're not still that cheap here. They're trading around 26 times, but this is going to be one that could be a pandemic play in a good way as the recovery takes hold. Then we're going to switch over to the other side of the home market, Wayfair, the online side. And as you can see, this was a pandemic play. Huge gains as the pandemic, started and picked up steam. But even with those 2 big beats in the last 2 quarters, the market's kind of a little bit skeptical here that this kind of rate of growth can be maintained as the economy opens. That's why we're seeing these shares basically moving sideways here. They're still incredibly expensive at 127 times earnings, but they are finally into positive earnings off of this hot sales during the pandemic. So this is one everybody's going to be watching for what's going on with the home goods and, basically what is happening with these pandemic plays here into 2021. And then we're going to wrap it up with another red hot stock that you might not be as familiar with, Farfetch. FTCH is the ticker, and this one's based in the UK, but it's luxury online shopping, and luxury has rebounded off the pandemic pretty strongly here. So people are really liking this type of company, even though they don't have that great of an earnings track record. As you can see, they put together 2 misses there in a row. Nobody has cared. Shares are up 152% over the last year. It has no PE because it does not yet have positive earnings. But if you're interested in the online space like the Wayfair, but this is much more clothing, accessories, shoes, that kind of thing, then Farfetch is one you should be watching this week. So there's a lot going on this week, even though we are well past the FANGs and most of the S&P 500 reporting. We get the retailers, plus a lot of other hot names that you're going to want to be watching. Yes, there's still more hotness to come. So this is a busy week. You don't want to miss any of the earnings all-star videos. I'm doing several this week, and we continue on as more retailers are reporting even next week. So you want to subscribe. Be sure to get us at zacks.com/YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you again next time with some more charts.